Saving money can sometimes seem like an impossible task in today's economy, especially for millennials. In this video, we'll be discussing some simple ways that millennials can put aside some extra money to save for the future. In today's world, there are so many things that we millennials think that we must have in order to make our lives more fulfilled. We have to have the nicest cars, the biggest TVs, the latest iPhone, the newest video game console, and don't forget our daily venti iced chai latte from Starbucks. I think we get the picture. We like to have stuff. With all these things that we essentially waste our hard-earned money on all the time, a lot of us find ourselves struggling to save up any money for the future. There's likely not going to be anything left for us in terms of Social Security benefits for when we retire, according to many, so we need to do our part and prepare ourselves for our golden years accordingly. Saving money is one of the necessary evils that we must live with during our time on this planet. Let's face it, everything in life requires money. Literally everything. Just think about it. You need money to put a roof over your head, you need money to put clothes on your back, you need money to eat, and you need money to be entertained. You could always argue that perhaps you live with your parents, you get your clothes from your friends for free, your parents cook for you, and you have a happy life reading free books that you borrow from your local library. Okay, sure, that sounds great, but eventually you'll be forced to leave your happy childhood home for one reason or another, and you'll be thrust into the world ill-prepared and terrified. Nothing or no one could really truly prepare you for adulthood. We all need to find our own path one day so we can achieve everything that we desire and live a life worth living. As always, we must begin with this disclaimer. We just need to let you know that we're not financial advisors. The opinions reflected in this video are ours, and you're more than welcome to agree or disagree with them. This video is merely for entertainment purposes, and we ask that you do your due diligence before making any financial decisions. So without further ado, we're going to take a dive into some ways that we millennials can save some money. Some of these things may seem a bit difficult for us to swallow, but please keep an open mind, because although some of these suggestions that we will be exploring may seem like something that you may or may not want to do at first, but trust us, they could be quite beneficial to your overall financial future. The first idea that we have for saving money that we'll be exploring is to cut back on unnecessary small everyday expendages. One of the cool things about adulthood is the fact that you make your own money, so you can spend it however you want to, even if that means indulging in some pretty ridiculous things. Just because you can afford to buy that bulk-sized box of Airheads at Costco doesn't necessarily mean that you should buy it. Airheads are super delicious, especially the blue and white ones. But you just might want to make an attempt at stopping yourself from buying all of these empty calories. Try packing your lunch for work instead of ordering out, too. This will save you more money than you could even imagine. Also, I know how tempting it is to stop at one of the 63 Starbucks that you pass on your way to work every day for an extremely overpriced cup of coffee, but put away that wallet. Instead, take that money that you would ordinarily spend on these things and invest it. A few suggestions for your investment would be to invest in small amounts in the stock market. You can open a free account with Robinhood or Webull, which we've actually explored in several of our previous videos. You can check out the link in the top right corner. With these apps, as well as several others, you can buy fractional shares of some really profitable long-term stocks like Tesla, Apple, or Microsoft. You could end up getting a large return from your investment, and you can also end up shedding a few pounds in the process. If the stock market isn't really your thing, you can also take that money that you would waste on these unnecessary items and place it in a high-yield savings account. We also made a video about these, which you can check out in the top right corner as well. These two suggestions aren't for making money in the short term, mind you. These are so you can grow your money without doing any work at all. Who doesn't like getting money for doing absolutely nothing? Definitely no one that I know. The second idea to save you some money is to make a budget for yourself every month. I know that seems like a huge hassle when you're busy lifestyle and all. I mean, who has the time these days to sit down and actually plan out something like that? It's definitely daunting, but if you take the time to do so, you might actually discover that you have some things that you can actually do without. For example, you've been working a lot because you're an essential employee right now. You haven't had time to watch a lot of TV because you're so exhausted from working so hard that by the time you get home, you just want to fall over on your bed and sleep the night away. In fact, you haven't even really had your TV on in several weeks. While you're putting together your budget, you realize that you're paying far too much for your cable services that you haven't even used anyway. Why not get rid of it? You can simply keep the internet and watch Netflix or Hulu. You can also take the money that you would be spending on cable or any other bills that you can cut out from your budget and invest it in one of the previously mentioned places so you can grow your money with zero effort on your behalf. I know how hard it is to cut the cord on cable, but after a while, the extra money makes it all seem worth it. The third idea to save up some money is to live how you did when you were the happiest. Think back. The happiest times that you ever had were when you were completely and utterly broke. You had no responsibilities and no money, but you were genuinely happy, so it really didn't matter. Having tons of material possessions that you wind up losing interest in after a month isn't the key to happiness, no matter what anyone tells you. Downsize your house or move in with a few friends to cut back on your spending. Don't waste all of your money ordering from Brazilian steakhouses down the street via Uber Eats. Live how you lived in college for a while and save up some serious money. There are plenty of awesome and fun things to do for free as well. Go for a hike, meet some friends for a socially distanced hangout in the park, explore your city and pretend that you're a tourist. You'd be amazed by all the things that you can do for free. One thing that this method will definitely come back on is your inevitable high stress level because it'll give you some sort of financial cushion for your future. Just think of all the money that you'll be able to save if you live a slightly minimalist lifestyle. To recap, in this video we went over a few ways that you can save money as a millennial. The first way was to cut back on unnecessary small everyday expendages like your daily Starbucks habit or your takeout lunch routine. The second way was to make a budget each month and stick with it. In this method, you can also weed out bills that you can do without, like your cable or unused gym membership. The third way to save money as a millennial was to live a slightly minimalist lifestyle. You don't need to cut back on everything to save money, in fact. You only need to make adjustments. There are plenty of great things to do in your free time that cost little to no money. All you need to do is find them. With all the money that you've saved doing all these things, you can invest in how you see fit. We suggested either investing in fractional shares in the stock market or putting your money in a high-yield savings account. These are both long-term investment ideas, and they're by no means the only investment ideas out there. There are tons of ways that you can invest your money that you save. All you need to do is find them. We have several other videos on this channel that can help direct you in your path to long-term savings, so please feel free to check those out as well. Again, we'd just like to reiterate that we're not financial advisors. This video is merely for entertainment purposes, and we ask that you do your due diligence before making any financial decisions. We make videos like this to help everyone like us save money or take advantage of any existing opportunities out there to gain financial freedom. For more videos like this, please like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified of our latest videos.